oops, oh my god, I have so much to fill you in on. For the last month I've been like physically incapable of picking up this camera because I've also been physically incapable of replying to any WhatsApps or like keeping on top of anything because my entire brain has been consumed by trying to find a flat that's now sorted and so I can finally catch you up. So thinking this video is just going to be a quick life update, and then also I made a list this morning of things that I've just been loving this last month that I don't want to gatekeep, but I kind of want to bring back the old YouTuber vibe of like September favourites, although this is going to be mid-September favourites because I'm ready to tell you now, you know? But quick life update, don't really want to bore you with the details of the London rental market. Happy to do a Q&A if it would help people, but essentially, currently living with flatmates, situation changed, ended up ending our tenancy early, no drama, just the way that it cookie crumbled, so fine. So I had like about a month to try and find a flat. Started looking, but then I had like a few holidays in between and it was getting very stressful. I'm moving out next weekend now, so this is all very last minute. This all got confirmed yesterday that I've got a new flat. It was so last minute. But anyway, started looking, really wanted to live on my own, wanted a one bed, has always been a dream of mine, but just like kind of thought it was unrealistic. Turns out not unrealistic, I stayed hard, but had my budget, started looking, made an offer within the first week of seeing like 6 flats, I think at this point. Offer got declined like immediately because of my job situation was the feedback that I got, that like I don't have a year of books, I'm self-employed, blah, 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 blah. Ended up viewing more flats, spoke to loads of estate agents, spoke to loads of people, spoke to my accountant, was trying to figure out how I was going to make this work. Turns out it was going to be really, 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 really hard because I was up against couples. The London rental market is just mad, and even if I was offering the same money, somebody with a stable job, even if I had a UK guarantor, just seemed to be the favoured option, and like landlords can be picky because there is just so much demand. Ended up, long story short, I won't bore you with it, I was sleeping 4 hours a week, 4 hours a night. I was so stressed. I'm still dealing with the stress acne, like couldn't film videos, couldn't reply to WhatsApps, was just like a shell of a human. Ended up viewing 26 flats in 2 weeks, put in so many offers that got turned down, and I was like kind of giving up hope, didn't really know what to do because I was again having to move out by next weekend. It was just getting so much closer and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And what's also mad is that people are bidding for rent. So I had my budget, so I was going to view flats that were like within my budget, and then they were all going for like 200, 300, 400, 500 pounds more than what they were being listed for, which is just wild. Ended up working out for the best. I saw a flat that was put on the market at 9 AM one day, was over budget, but there are many other perks that sold it to me. Saw it at 9 AM, put an offer in by 1 PM, and apparently there were already 3 offers in by 1 PM. Like that's how quick it was moving. But anyway, I ended up bidding a little bit over because that's just apparently the game you have to play. And like, anyway, there was big drama. It was over a weekend. I put in the offer by 1 PM on the Friday, didn't hear back. It was a whole stress, but I got the flat. It's all secured. It's all signed, confirmed. When I gave my passport in yesterday, like I've actually got it, so I can relax now. Oh my god, I can't even tell you how much of a relief it is. It was the most stressful thing ever. I couldn't like even put into words. I kept like bailing on plans because you'd hear last minute that there was a flat that's gone on the market and you just had to like drop everything and go and see it. Like mad. I'm feeling so grateful for this job. I felt so grateful with this job that I could be so flexible. Anyway, got my flat secured, signed off, but I move out of this flat next weekend and I don't move into my new flat until the 20th of October. So I had a month where I kind of had nowhere. Like I could have gone and like sofa surfed, could have got myself an Airbnb, but I was also booked onto the Mallorca half marathon. And so I was like, I have always wanted to like live abroad, but also realised that logistically with this job, it just wasn't possible. And so I was like, why don't I just go for a month? Like what's stopping me? And so I now have my flights booked and an Airbnb booked in Palma, Mallorca for a month. So I'm going next Sunday and I'm going to run the half marathon and I'm going to do some cycling and then I'm going to come back and move into my new flat. And that is the overarching life update. But I think I probably shaved about 2 years off of my life from that stress. But it's sorted now and I'm so excited because although it was over budget, like I said, and there were the other perks and I ended up overbidding, all of that stuff, it's such an investment for me into like making more content and making more videos. And I've made some big moves with the Re Club, like my business and coaching. I'm bringing coaching back and I've hired a girl and I've got a team now and we're like doing big, massive things. And I just had to keep seeing it as like an investment into myself. And also I'm trying now this week, my goal is to let myself live in what I've built because I feel like it's actually really cool that I'm able to do this. That actually wasn't scripted. I've just spoken at you for a whole 5 minutes, but that is the life update. I now have to pack up my whole flat. I ordered some boxes off Amazon, so maybe I'll document that process as well, because it's the first time having to do it. Because the last time I moved out, I just kind of put everything in like plastic bags and boxes and drove it from my childhood home. So I feel like it's going to be fun. I kind of want to, I have this vision of myself being this like minimalist person and being able to get rid of loads of stuff, but I just don't know how realistic that is. We'll see. I'm going to start packing maybe tonight. Actually, I've got no plans this evening. I'm thinking if my boxes arrive to just start putting stuff in and just seeing what the vibe is. Seeing how much of a task this is going to be for me. But now you're kind of up to date with my life. I wanted, like I said, to bring back the old school YouTuber like September favourites, and so I've actually made a list. I've been so organised. I've got a list of all of my favourite things that I want to share with you, and I'm really excited about it because honestly these guys, like these things, this isn't sponsored, this is just me loving stuff for the last month and being like, why am I not like recommending this to people, because like this is great stuff. I've kind of split it into categories, but it's also a little bit chaotic, so bear with me. First thing actually on my list I'm wearing right now, and I just need to tell you about them. It's probably a little bit random, but Brandy Melville low-rise joggers, favourite thing of the last months of my life. So I've got them in this colour, this like light grey. They're really not anything special, but for me, they've just like changed the game. I spent most of my life thinking that Brandy Melville wouldn't fit me because it's one size fits all, and like as a 5'9", size 10 kind of girl, one size fits all didn't really sound like it. But they're so nice. Like for days like today where I want to get dressed, I've been sat in a coffee shop and then went for a coffee date this afternoon. I want to like fill up in my pyjamas because I'm just kind of working, but I want to look put together. I've literally got a white Uniqlo tee on in these joggers, and I just feel like, because they're straight leg as well, they make me feel a little more put together. And one of my big things this last month of me like trying to do things that make me feel good has been getting dressed every day, because where I work for myself and I work from home a lot, I end up in either just gym wear, which we love gym wear, or like pyjamas and like real comfy clothes and like slobby clothes, and this is my kind of like slobby chic. A nice hoodie, straight leg low-rise joggers. Just a big fan. I think they're less than 30 quid. Just couldn't recommend them more. I think I wear a medium. No, I don't. I don't wear a medium because they're one size fits all. So yeah, I have them in this grey, I have them in navy, and I also have them in a lighter blue. And I just honestly couldn't recommend them more. Really random, but that's my favourite of the month. I'm not going to do these in order. I'm just going to do them as and when. Next thing I've got on my list, favourite gym sets of the last month, really random for me again, has been Adanola. Really rogue, but I like had a few sets from Adanola over the years. They were like one of the first things that I bought when I was a proper gym girl before I was a runner girl. And they've always been nice quality, but I've been loving them recently for the same vibe as these joggers. Like when I want to get dressed, I like feel a little bit more put together, but I don't want to wear like real human clothes, and I also don't want to wear like gym clothes. Like I don't want to wear my running outfits. Adanola sets, specifically the wrap leggings and the wrap shorts, because if you have a figure anything like me, or to be honest, I'm going to say any kind of figure, if you have any body, they're just so flattering. I'm obsessed with them. They're all in the wash, so I can't show you them because in my chaos, today is the first day I feel like I've got my brain space back, so I'm going to do my washing today, but can't show you them. But the wrap waist leggings, along with the racer neck bra, or the like spaghetti tank bra, they also do these really nice like short sleeve t-shirts. Again, not an ad, just really obsessed with them. Did a big order from them the other day because they also do these really nice like knitted jumpers, which are comfy, cozy, kind of sporty, like not too dressy, but just great for if you like work from home, or you work from a casual office, or you're going out for like the whole coffee brunch walk. Like I just think they're a really great option, and I find they're fitting really well. I wear a small or a medium, depending on if I want them to be like or not. That's another favourite, and I've got another order coming, so maybe I'll do a haul when the order comes. Okay, I'm gonna do some skincare stuff, seeing as I'm up at my, not drawers, what do you call this? Like, it's not my dresser, I guess it's my drawers. Some skincare stuff I've been loving, / hair care, because I'm very much in my skincare, hair care, makeup era. And I also put a thing on my story yesterday being like, am I blind or is my makeup really good? And everyone validated me. It was very attention seeky from me, but genuinely thought my makeup was really good.
not makeup, but a self-care thing that I really want to recommend. I was actually sent this, so this was gifted, but I'm obsessed. And I will now be repurchasing because this has run out now and I'm going to buy another one tonight. I'm going to put that on my to-do list, actually. Okay, right. Go for it. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this brand. I actually heard of them initially because my flatmate did their social media, so that's how I heard of them. And then they reached out and asked if I wanted to try some, and I was like, absolutely I do. Basically, hair growth serum, lash serum and brow serum. Main loves of these are the lash and the hair growth serum, and after a month of using them, I've actually seen results. Like, I've been using them both daily. I use the lash serum before I go to bed, and I use the hair serum either like before I'm about to slick it up, or if I haven't used it in the morning because I wasn't slicking it up, I'll put it in before bed, but at some point every day. Brow serum, I'm sure, also works wonders, but my brows are already like big boys, so I haven't really noticed a massive difference with that. But these two, obsessed. I remember when the YouTube era never ended, but when I was in my YouTube era and I used to watch all of the girls doing like hair care, skincare stuff, I remember there being a big hype around lash serum at some point, and I never really jumped on it. I think at the time because I thought they were super expensive and I didn't really see the value in them. I now see the value in them. I've been doing an at-home LVL that I bought off of Amazon to try and save some money. Now my flat's really expensive. And I've seen a difference since using this. Like, they are just looking fuller and longer, and I'm really quite obsessed. So that's a big fave. Another fave, skincare-wise, this is actually something I've been using for over a year now. I remember when I first started doing this whole influencer gig thing, Ren was one of the first brands that sent stuff to me. I actually bought this bottle, but I have been sent stuff by them in the past. And I started using this and I loved it at the time. And then I stopped for a little while. And recently I have restarted and I've started using her every day. It's the Daily AHA Glow Tonic. I basically use this. It's quite, I was going to say strong exfoliant. I feel like that's the wrong words to use, but it's quite intense on your skin. I think when you first use it, my skin is quite robust, so I've been using it every day after my cleanser in the morning. So I'll cleanse, use this, and then I leave it for like 5 to 10 minutes to like do its thing, and then I'll put my moisturiser, SPF makeup on, and I just love it. I cannot tell you the glow that it makes. Whenever I do my little this smile and I get a photo, if whatever I'm doing, if it's like an event or I'm taking a selfie or I'm doing a little running video, the reflection on my cheeks after I've used this has been so noticeable. And so I had a couple of free samples that came with it when I ordered that one. I've given them to my sister to try, and I'm actually like obsessed. So good. So that's some other skincare stuff I've been loving. Makeup wise, so I got asked when I did put my story up yesterday and I said, like, guys, think my makeup's looking really good. I got so many questions on what blush and what bronzer I was using, and so the blush is actually just sleek. I wouldn't say it's a fave, but it's just a like very much drugstore cheap vibes. The blush though, obsessed, in the monthly favourites, and it's this Pixie, what are they called? On the Glow blush. Juicy is maybe the colour, or maybe that's just what it's called, I don't know. But this, it's so nice. Like, you can even put it on top. So what I've done a couple of times, if I'm like topping up my makeup in the evening to like look a little bit more refreshed, so you put it on like this. I always like do my little smile so you know where to put it on your cheeks. I do that and then just use my Real Techniques brush because I'm not at all bougie, and just like literally like pat it in. I just love the colour of it. I think this colour really suits my skin tone. They did a couple of other ones, like more pinky ones, but I love this. I feel like it works really well with a really dark bronzer as well, so you just look very like sun-kissed vibes. That's that. And then one last thing I think I'm going to show you in terms of skincare, hair care vibes has been the body spray I've been loving. My Sol de Janeiro classic one. Look how much I've used her in a month. She's not like the cheapest body spray ever, but I like wear this day to day rather than using perfume. I feel like I probably should buy myself a new perfume, but loving. And then moving on to some more practical things I've been loving. I think I'll try and link all of these below for you because some great things. Oh my god, here it is. So I've been having, where I took a couple of rest days from running the last couple of days because I've been a bit unwell. post flat stress. I've been really poorly. I think I had like almost tonsillitis and my body's just been fighting it off. Took a few rest days, but in those rest days I was giving myself like phantom IT band pain. Like, I don't think I actually had any IT band pain, but if you're new here, I got injured last year after the Lisbon Marathon, well, before the Lisbon Marathon, in training for the Lisbon Marathon, and it was my IT band, and it was just like horrendous, so painful, so like I couldn't train on it at all. You had to just like fully rest it. Horrible. And I think I've just been convincing myself that it hurts again. But one thing I've been loving, and I was using this before, this phantom IT band pain, to like just put on my muscles if they were feeling a bit sore, if I was going to use my Theragun massage gun. But I've been loving it extra much, extra amounts, I don't know the words, the last 3 days. And it's this Holy Me muscle balm. It says, kindly made to improve your well-being, to target muscles and joints, and also, not to be TMI, but to be a little bit TMI. When I'm on my period, I don't know if this is a communal thing. Communal? I can't talk today. If this is a universal thing, maybe is what I'm trying to say. But when I'm on my period, I find that my joints feel a bit crunchy. Not sure if that's promising. But like, as soon as I'm off my period, I don't feel it anymore. But like when I'm on and I'm walking around, my knees just feel a bit crunchy, is how I'm going to say to you. And so I've been using this at those times as well. Just rub it on like before I'm going for a walk, or before I'm going to bed, or after a run, or before a run. Don't know if I'm using it correctly. It's just like one of those balms, like when I used to use the Pure Sport one, but I just personally actually prefer this one. I feel like it doesn't smell as aggressive either. This one smells like the Pure Sport muscle balm in Bali. Maybe there's some kind of like incense in there. It smells like barley to me. I think that's potentially why I love it. Big fan. Speaking of Pure Sport, you can tell this is not sponsored because I'm doing on multiple things. So one thing I've really been trying to do and failing at during my flat search before that was working on my sleep, and the last 3 days I've been working on my sleep again, and these things I found really helped. Again, didn't in the flat situation, but I'm not going to blame that on these. 2 things I've been loving if you're looking to improve your sleep: Pure Sport Unwind and Magnesium. Just take these before bed. Big love. I think I have one last thing to do while I'm at this counter, and that is just my Slick Rick faves. This is really chaotic. I don't know if anybody cares that much, but this is not Slick Rick. This is me just tying my hair up because I got in and was overstimulated. But when I've been doing Slick Rick, these are my tools of choice: the JVN Air Dry Cream and one of these brushes that I don't know what they're called. But if you put this on your Slick Rick and then do this, unmatched, literally dream combo ever. One last thing I wanted to talk to you about, and I actually wanted to get out the description to tell you about it, is a brand of scrunchie made by, basically, I'm obsessed with this particular scrunchie, and then I researched the brand and I'm obsessed with the scrunchie and the brand, so I wanted to talk to you about it because I feel like I want to use this platform for good, you know? I've definitely had some kind of caffeine that's made my brain go ultra speed today, but I'm sorry, look how cute this is. So it's yellow, baby yellow and polka dot, which baby yellow has just been my colour of the summer of the year. I've got one more summer nails I think left in me, and I think for Mallorca now I'm going to go baby yellow. But this scrunchie, this brand basically gifted me this one, and then also gifted all of the girls that came to Croatia these gorgeous scrunchies, and I don't think I quite realised at the time because Croatia was so hectic I don't think I realised I didn't give enough credit for how well made these are. And if you're looking for a scrunchie, I just really recommend this brand. And the reason I recommend it so much is, one, the quality and the cuteness, and also the story. And it's a story that's like actually very close to like my story with the whole running thing, and I feel like I just really resonated with it and I wanted to share it. So, called Made by Maman. Maybe I'll flip this around so you can see. Excuse the chaos, apologies. So they're a small independent brand basically who make scrunchies, and they all started because it's like a mother-daughter team basically. And Georgia ran the London Marathon, and then her mum made these scrunchies to raise money for Georgia's like like fundraising. And basically the business makes money for this charity called, I want to say Papyrus. It's not important how you say it. It's for basically young suicide prevention. So it's not only a gorgeous brand, gorgeous quality, gorgeous ethics, and that it's made by a mother and daughter team, but also that the money goes towards young suicide prevention. Like, it's just the most gorgeous thing, and it's been on my brain a lot this whole month. Like, every time I've gone to wear it, I'm not even a big scrunchy girl, but when you're running, sometimes it is just so cute, like little low bun. Anyway, I love the mission more than I love wearing a scrunchie, you know, and I just kind of feel like I wanted to share it. Where's my list of other faves? Everything else seems a little bit redundant now after that. Oh my god, I made a note of this food that I've been loving. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how much I've eaten this month. Basically, we all know I love M&S, like the biggest fan ever. They do mini meatballs. 3% fat mini meatballs, and basically for the last month, for September, I've been trying to focus on being a little bit like more mindful with calories where I can. Mini meatballs, 3% fat. And so just making little swaps like that has been amazing, and also just like cooking at home a little bit more. So where is this? M&S. I'm going to show you what they look like because I actually don't have any, but I might go to M&S this evening. I haven't got any protein to go with my dinner. I might go and buy some of these to have them with my pasta. But guys, these 24 mini meatballs, 3% fat, and I think the serving, sorry, click away if you're triggered by calories. I'm pretty sure the serving for 12 meatballs, so I can have 12 of them with my spicy tomato pasta and cheese, and I think it's like 130 calories, and like mad protein, and I personally just love a meatball, like that's delicious, and I've been shouting about everyone. I've been shouting about them to absolutely everybody. Like, I text my sister about them, I told my mum about them, I even told my granny about them, and then my flatmate is gluten-free, and I even went and looked and checked that they were gluten-free so she could have them, and they're just absolutely delicious. And I have some spaghetti. I think I'm going to go to M&S and get some of them for my dinner. So good, definitely up there with my favourites. On that note, I was telling my granny, definitely on my favourites for this month has been using my walk time to call my granny. I feel like sometimes I use my walks as like, I used to use them as podcast time, which love them for podcast time, but I also sometimes get in my head about podcasts about being a constant like self-improvement project even on my walks, and sometimes just calling your granny is the best thing to do. Like, I called her this week when I was having a bit of a meltdown. I knew the flat was confirmed, but I was just having a bit of a meltdown, and I was walking from my flat now to my new flat just to like suss the vibes. And I called her, and she just like gave me loads of inspirational quotes and just really humbled me and just like brought me down to earth and made me realise everything that was important. So one other big rec of the month would be call your gran, call your nan, call your grandma, call your granddad, call your mum, call your dad, call your sister, call someone who knows you to your core and also just like reminds you that stuff isn't that deep. Just took you on a little tour with me to the bathroom that I like to hide because I hate that bathroom. So excited. My new flat's got a gorgeous bathroom, so lots more skincare content, makeup content to come. One last favourite, last favourite of this month is my Surrey toothbrush. So I was very kindly sent this, and also the girls from the Croatia trip got one of these, so I'm realising there's toothpaste on it, and that's kind of grim from me. I never thought I'd be excited about a toothbrush. That feels like a very adult thing to be excited about. But one, how gorgeous is she? I've been definitely one to have like an Oral-B for my whole life. But they sent me this, and I was a little bit like, how good can a toothbrush be? Like, what's the need for the bouge? Much need for the bouge. One, slick, gorgeous, can't wait. I've not put the sticky thing to hold this up onto my bathroom here because I know I'm going to my new flat and I can't wait to use the sticky thing for that bathroom. But gorgeous, looks lovely out on the top, just like clean, classy, a nice little luxury for life. Second thing, again, not sponsored, just really obsessed with it. I think I might have a save money code though, so if I do, all the links for all of these random favourite things will be in the description. I'm going to be silent now and show you the sound of this because it really scratches some kind of itch in my brain that I didn't know I had. I don't know why I just love it so much, but this is the brand Surrey. Big, massive fan. Like, just a big fan. Just didn't really quite realise how much I needed a nice toothbrush in my life, and they come in really nice colours. I've got the blue, which I like, don't get me wrong, it's nice. I wouldn't say I pick it. They have a really nice one that's like a grey, beige colour. Big fan. Oh, one last favourite, sorry. San Pellegrino. again, a luxury that you absolutely don't need, but like if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. I am a sparkling water girl, and I'm aware that's quite controversial, but sorry, just a really big fan. But I think that's everything from me. Quick little Mallorca half training update for you before I love you and leave you to the rest of your day. Mallorca half training was going really, really well. Is going really, really well, actually. Let's speak positively. I basically had, in amongst the flat stress, I just was using running as an outlet. And for the first 2 weeks of September, I ran every day, and it's definitely what I needed to like get my mojo back and get me feeling good and just get me excited about it. And within those 2 weeks, I ran 2 half marathons, and they felt really good. Like, I felt so fine. I was very much running at an easy pace for me. I was running at like a 6:30, which for me is my like cruisy kind of vibe. I just found a route that I really, really like from mine. I literally run from mine all the way down the river, like down through Vauxhall, down through like South Bank, all the way to Tower Bridge, cross Tower Bridge, come all the way through like Cannon Street, back to like Hyde Park, and then back across the river from there, like down through Kensington, King's Road, that way. Been really loving it. And then went to Manchester last weekend, got really poorly, had this like stress come down, had my phantom T-band pain, and I haven't run for 4 days now, which I'm aware is not deep. I know it's not drama, but I think I've just got in my head a little bit about it, about taking that much time off, because the half marathon is now like a month away, which is so fine. I'm going to run a half marathon tomorrow, which I'm excited about because I'm rested and I'm not leaving till 7 a.m, so I actually have time to eat some proper toast. But yeah, it was going really well. I'd say I'm not running super fast at the moment, but again, I've had a lot going on life-wise to like not like be that fussed about it. So I'm going to see how tomorrow goes, and then from there assess maybe like my goal for the half marathon, because at the moment I'm not really sure. I really wanted to PB, but to PB I have to run quicker than a 5:30 pace for the whole time, which I do actually think is possible. I just need to see how much I want to push in the next month. But I also kind of think like next week's going to be a bit chaotic because I'm packing, but also like I can just use it as an outlet. And then I'm going to Mallorca, which I feel like I'm going to have no social obligation or distraction to then train a little bit harder for the last 2 weeks before taper. So yeah, that's kind of an update. It's going really well. Still following my runner plan. I haven't been doing both the speed sessions a week. I've normally been doing 1 speed session and then a park run, but that's fine. Yeah, I think that's it from me. I'm going to try and get another YouTube video up next week when I'm packing, and we can do some more chats, and we can maybe like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But let me know what you want to see from me around the move and around Mallorca and around the half. Would love to create some content for you if it's going to be helpful, like in terms of self-employed renting situation and training for a half marathon and fueling for a half marathon, all that good stuff. But love you loads. Thanks for your support. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye.